Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're live. Let me get everything muted on the other side.
Well, I'll give it a minute or two, but my TV is showing the chat, but not our pictures.
Okay, so what's the
What's
best
that
way for me to
noise?
do this?
Chat, but
Should I mute my phone and just listen to you girls on the TV so I can hear you better?
Noise.
Should I mute my phone and just listen to you girls on
I
Do
muted
what?
my TV.
Sounds like a lot of commotion. I don't know. You're
I
gonna.
muted. I
Let me
muted my
try.
TV,
And
so
let me
it's
try
not
and you guys
me.
tell me if it's bad. Where is my volume button?
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it a minute or two, but my TV is showing the chat, but not.
Excuse me.
I think it's hers
Think so too. I think so.
Yeah, it's
because
not mine. My
it's
TV.
echoing. Everything's echoing.
Is it me?
I muted Michelle to see if the noise, the background noise would stop, and it did. But I'm gonna.
Hi, Marla.
Hey, Marla.
Okay, so that's not gonna work because the TV is just lagging really bad.
All right.
Here.
Yeah, my TV lags. I have to.
Yeah,
I did.
sorry.
I
Yeah,
have
my
to
TV is
have the
lagging,
audio
so
on my phone, but then I like it being on the TV with
Hey,
the
Lisa.
sound off.
oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do.
What can you do? Hello, Lisa and Deb and Michelle. Michelle, happy Valentine's Day.
I watched your tour today, Rita.
Me too.
It's still relaxed a little bit, but it's looking better, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's a little bit better.
Yeah.
By the time I get to come out there, you'll be had it all fixed and it'll be beautiful on the inside.
Terry went to town today and got new lumber to redo that porch, and he got a commode, a toilet to replace that one in that bathroom. So it's stuff that has to be done.
Does he know how to do it?
Yeah, he does, but he can't get up and down very good anymore.
Did he get the wax ring that goes under it?
Well, he didn't because the son said, "I think I've got one," so Terry didn't
Oh,
get
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I give up.
Yeah. You'll need to replace the wax ring if you take that one off.
Because last time I tried to flush it, water ran out across the floor.
Yeah.
So I've been
Yeah.
flushing with the bucket. I get a bucket of water and pour down, and that don't make a mess. But anyway, there's a lot of when a house is not used, a lot of things have to
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Yeah.
Tilly.
Make sure you put a smoke alarm in there.
I'm open and
Because you just never know, and just need to.
Do you do gas in that house?
No, there's no gas.
So you don't need a carbon monoxide detector?
There's no gas.
No, you would just need a smoke alarm. Is all.
Yeah.
What are you ladies doing for Valentine's Day?
Just what I'm doing right now.
Amen.
My
Hey, I'm
daughter.
too old to celebrate something like that. Me and John just don't do that.
My daughter
We
sent
ain't
me
about to
some
go out and
flowers.
eat after dark because we don't drive after dark. So.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I got my dad a little stuffed
flowers.
elephant and some candy, and he seems pretty
Oh,
content. So,
And
that
I
was
was
sweet.
totally shocked.
well,
Hey, Kathy.
But
hey.
she sent me a message and said, I know that my son Jason says, I know that Jason always sends you flowers on Valentine's. So these flowers are from him and me.
Oh,
Hi, Tilly.
So that was sweet. I mean, I didn't expect anything.
let's see them.
Huh?
Let us see them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I got for Valentine's Day, a pot to piss in.
Uh,
Me too. Oh, they're cute.
Definitely make you.
That is
I
sweet.
love that.
That was sweet.
Pretty.
Uh-huh.
I love the sunflower.
so I love them.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty. That is really pretty. That was thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah,
It-
I'm curious about the telephone pole too, Rusty Bucket.
But she said, I know that you and I are both missing our sons on this special day. So,
Mhm.
Oh.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love getting surprises when it's unexpected.
Uh-huh.
We just don't. John and I, we've been married so long. We just don't ever do it. We don't. We don't. We let the Christmas be for the kids, and
Yeah,
we don't. Usually, I'll buy him a little something because I always do. But
yeah.
now this
Uh-huh.
year it was different. We decided we were going to buy ourselves something together. That's why we
Yeah.
got the TV.
Jerry, where are you at? You need to come up so we can tell you Happy Valentine's Day.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, how are you?
And
Good.
Sandra, I don't think Sandra was on with Kathy and them today. I didn't
No,
see
but
her.
she had that eye appointment, and it was like an
Oh, that's
wedding,
right. That's right.
and she's going to go, I think, to Walmart to get some groceries, and
That's right.
I think she was out of pocket today for that. So
I do not since Mama's not here, I'll eat ice cream for us.
Okay.
No.
It is Valentine's Day,
No.
so
well, I've already had 2 desserts today, one at lunch and one tonight, so this afternoon. So
When's your granddaughter coming?
who are you?
who are you
Sheila.
talking? I get her tomorrow at 4. I have to pick her up,
Oh, okay.
and she's going to spend the night. But at 6, I take her. I can be there in 5 minutes for tumbling for an hour,
Uh-huh.
and then we come back here and
But that'll be fun to watch her do that tumbling. That'd be entertaining.
well, they don't want the parents there
Oh,
because
okay.
there's only like room for maybe 4 adults to sit in the little waiting room, so everybody just like drops them off.
Alright.
Weird.
Uh,
But I'll
That's
pick
kind
her
of
up.
odd.
I'll pick her up at 7 and then bring her back to the house, and she'll be here for a while. I think she has to be in bed by 9
mm,
for school, but she sets her own alarm and gets up and gets ready and all of that.
Yeah.
Except I'm going to take her instead of her riding the bus at her house.
mhm.
Uh-huh.
So I'll do that.
Ooh.
Then she'll ride the bus home uh, Friday to her house. So
Ramona, I am. I sure appreciate this. She wants to know if I'm eating that ice cream. I'm being real saving with it. I'm not eating very much of it.
And believe you me, she's not giving Terry a drop of it.
I
That's all hers.
when I first got here, I thought about sharing with him, but I don't think I'm going to.
She buys him the Dollar General stuff and she keeps the good stuff for herself.
yeah, I was going to say he got the cheap
But
ice cream.
hey, I don't blame her.
Mm.
He'll be all right.
Yeah.
When am I doing somersaults? Probably never.
Yeah.
Unless I accidentally fall down the stairs or something, then I might do one. So
Are you guys ready for the surprise I was trying to do?
What kind are you eating, Rita?
this one is a toffee chocolate chip.
That's
Mhm.
probably good.
They're all
Sounds
good.
Excuse
What
me
have you got,
a second.
Terry?
I have a surprise for you guys.
Okay. What is it?
Oh, Terry. That's
Make
so
her big so I
cute.
can see that
You
better.
made a
No.
lot.
Oh,
You're
Oh,
doing good. Little more practice, but you're doing good.
Yep, and that. No, I'm not finished yet. I got one more layer to go.
okay.
so you're gonna put another layer around that one,
Yep,
and then how many blocks are you gonna make it like that same pattern?
yep.
You don't know how many you're gonna make?
Nope.
So as she goes.
So when I go, I'm even following the pattern.
Oh, did you find a pattern online that you're using?
No, I went shopping again.
Oh, you went,
Lord, we got her hooked.
yeah.
I know she has got the fever.
Oh my,
Uh-huh.
what a pretty pattern. Oh
I
my,
like that pattern.
I do too.
Let me see it.
I made her
Then
big.
came June.
A quilt by Megan Buchanan. That's a pretty pattern. I like that.
It
And
is.
I don't think I've seen it before anyplace.
No.
No, up here, Rita, the pattern is expensive.
Uh,
How
well,
much was that pattern?
$16.99.
oh
Woo!
goodness.
Woo.
Now we showed you there were some free ones out there, Carrie.
Yeah, I know. I will be getting the free ones. Don't worry. I just felt like because that way I know I've been following it and I made my own. Some of them are short, some are long, but it's practicing of cutting.
Uh-huh.
There's one I can't find, and it must be on a different website. I think it was Best Friends.
No,
Was that on? Is that on Delaware?
it was on
No,
Delaware.
was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Delaware. I didn't
It,
have a
it it
problem
might be,
finding it.
Francis. It might be like the best friends.
Oh,
Look like that. There was one of them that had like a D or A or something in front of it because we
uh-huh.
couldn't find it. And I don't remember
I just wrote down best friend.
if it was that one or not. I don't remember.
I think it was that one might be under these. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa's saying the best friend.
Okay. Then that
Okay.
was the one.
So if I'm finished with this, I will send it to you, Rita.
Well, all right. You don't have to do that, but
No, I will.
And then Rita can make a copy and send me a copy, and then
that's against the law, against the rules. So
Well, I got
there it
some of
is.
my
Well,
Hexies.
that's the Paul Prince, the best friend.
yeah.
I got some of my Hexies pieced together finally.
That's
I got that pattern.
Oh, that's pretty.
No,
It is.
that was, yeah, I can't get it in front of the camera. There we go.
There we go. I've never done hexies.
Me
Yeah,
either,
the
but
wood paper piecing.
together.
I've
Yeah,
done
I
Yeah,
got one.
piecing.
and they're all sewn by hand. Whoop.
Yeah,
They're all, they're all
I'm
sewn by
doing one.
hand.
Mine's about 4 times as big as yours, but I don't work on it very much. Just a little bit at a time.
Well, this one right here is just a bunch of
Hexies.
yeah, it's just a bunch of scrap fabrics that I had.
Yeah, that's
So
what
what
I
I'm
did.
doing is I'm taking them and I'm gonna put them together and I'm gonna make a pillow cover for this thing and just put like a envelope backing,
Uh-huh.
whatever you want to call it. Do like the envelope back and then do the hexagon front.
Yeah, I love
Just
doing
make,
the
just
envelope
trying to use
backing.
up some fabric that I have.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's a good way to
I'm
use
trying to
scraps.
think if that's
Yeah,
the one that I
Kathy
couldn't
told
find.
He's made a miniature quilt. Did y'all ever did miniature quilt?
I hadn't made any yet, but I'd love to make one.
yeah.
So my dog's on the second quilt now. I'm working on another quilt for my dog.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
I would
Sandra.
like to do an actual the antique patterns. What are they called? The grandmother's garden quilts. where you do the hexes and then make the
Yeah.
flowers and then they have like the green.
Mm-hmm.
I want to actually do one of those, and then I want to make a yo-yo quilt out of all different shades of greens on the
Oh yeah,
fabric.
yo-yos are cute.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Load
This
up,
is just
get
my
you
practice
looking
run, my
at
trial and
Kroger's
error, my using up my scraps and getting
Look at
some
Kroger's
practicing on it.
ad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm kind of terrified to see what's going to happen when I try to take the papers out.
Oh.
'Cause I'm pretty sure
Okay,
I
when
sewed at
you
least
get
half of
home,
them.
Sandra, come see us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
when
I
you
show
want to
you
unlock,
these
you go
colors.
get your prescription
How,
bedding
how
handle.
close are you to home? But it's earlier where she is, and she's probably not driving in the dark yet.
Yeah.
See,
I don't
I already
I
cut
don't
my
like
blues.
night driving anymore.
I cut my blues already.
I only do it if I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. That's pretty color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's your next layer around it. Next.
Nope.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, Dad.
And a different color white. I got 2 whites.
I don't
Okay.
know anything about, y'all were mentioning miniature quilts. What would their size be? Because
I
I don't
don't
know
know.
anything about them.
I guess it would be the size of the doll or whatever. To
Okay,
how big it would be.
on the back, on the back, um, here, okay,
Sandra's got about 15 minutes before she gets home.
okay. This
Oh,
one,
Marla says 18 by 24.
Okay. Well, ladies, my dad's yelling. I gotta go help my dad and get him ready for bed and stuff and give him his meds and stuff. So I gotta cut
All
it short.
right. We'll
Okay.
see you next time.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
see you ladies next time.
Bye.
Thank you. Guys, have a
Mhm.
happy Valentine's Day.
You
Bye. Thank
too.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
here left.
Uh-huh.
This is the baby one. This is for baby. The
Okay.
next one here,
Uh-huh.
it's
Lap quilt.
a lap full side quilt or
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to call that. And the bottom one is for twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been so sleepy this afternoon, and I don't know why.
I took about a 30-minute nap like at 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
This time I'm smart. I'm not cutting all my fabric all at once because
Yeah.
I
Oh.
knocked them on the floor today twice.
Look at that. The piece is finished at 1/2 to 1.5 inches. It's tiny.
Oh my goodness.
Not that small.
That's too little. That give me a headache.
Tiny.
Give me a headache. That's little bitty. I think I hear a TV somewhere
Let
Yeah,
me
they
see.
do.
or something.
You hear it now?
Mm.
No.
Okay, it must have been mine. I had it turned down real low, but had to turn it even lower.
Maybe the microphone really picks it up.
Yeah. I tell you what, it's been warm here today, 60 degrees, and it's freezing to death
Yeah,
now.
it's been warm, but we've had a lot of gusts of wind,
Yes, a lot of winds.
which is really bad because that's when we have all these fields will like catch on fire. Sometimes it's just a
Yeah.
spark of a truck or something.
Hmm.
I got
And
another pattern for you, ladies. Have you ever done a brickwork?
Lisa. Oh my gosh.
Hey, hello, diabolical. That is funny. Wait till your hands get skinnier.
Yeah.
what's the name of that pattern?
Oh, Okay, here we go. Make me big, Root.
I'm working on it.
Shuffled bricks.
Shuffle bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got sashing in between each one of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try it a different way first.
Okay.
But this one is for my quilt.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I shop for today.
I'm covered up. I'm about to freeze.
-4 here.
That's unusual.
Hmm.
That's unusual, Francis. You're usually
I
hot.
know. I know. Usually John's about to run me out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yesterday I got so hot and I went and looked at the thermostat and he had it on 77. I said,
Huh.
"Good
Oh my
Lord, John,
goodness.
you want to fry me?"
I keep mine on 72.
Well, I turned it down to 72. I did today
And
too. He
I'm
had it on it
comfortable.
again.
I'm comfortable, you know.
We keep ours on 70.
Yeah.
And he wonders why the light bill's so high.
Yeah.
Turning the thermostat up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
I told him we need to put it on at least 70 or 72 and just leave it.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
one of my girlfriends turns hers down to like, say, 68 at night, something like that.
Hmm.
And then the next morning turns it up. But I don't do that. I put it on 72 and I just leave it.
Yeah.
I don't ever
I mean,
touch.
I can put clothes on
Yeah.
But
because I don't want to take clothes off because it's so hot.
Yeah.
Carrie, Ramona says you're already addicted to fabric.
yep.
Hmm.
It doesn't take long.
It
It
does.
doesn't.
What did my farmer wife says? I have a fever.
You do. You have a fever, don't you?
Yeah.
Fabric fever.
Fabric fever.
Sewing fever.
And there ain't no
Yep.
pill to get rid of that.
No.
You better make you a
Oh,
big old space in your apartment for your material because you're going to be buying it.
Yeah.
yeah. Rita, I sent you an email. I don't know if you got it yet or not.
Well, I hadn't seen it yet. Did it?
Okay, I sent it just a little bit ago.
Okay, then I probably haven't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I
You
won't
know
go.
which fabric I'm talking about, don't you?
You're talking about the one with the green with the birds on it. Is that the one you're talking
Mhm.
about? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
Yep,
pretty.
that's the one I like.
Francis,
I
there's a
don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah, the chicken, I mean, the farm, that thing she was going to do.
Okay, you want the farm one, just the one with the animals, or some of all of the three?
The three-piece
The
thing you were
three
going to
Okay,
do.
okay.
Do you ever get a notice, Rita, that it's being delivered to you or when to expect it, or does it just show up?
I'll get a notice when I go to their, and they'll tell it's coming. But sometimes of the same collection, they'll send two bolts one day and then another bolt the next day. It all won't come the same time.
Uh-huh.
There's two bolts up there that go with the collection called Julia, and it's really pretty. But tomorrow, the next day, the third bolt's coming, and it's got these teapots and little bluebirds on it. It's a pretty
Oh,
too. But I'll wait. Well, I gave you a sneak peek, but I'll show you those teapots when they come because they're really cute. But I couldn't get the layer cakes and the jelly rolls and stuff were sold out, so I couldn't get those pieces.
Yeah.
I won't say how much I saw them today down at the fast food store.
Huh.
I said no, thank you.
Yeah.
Too expensive. $49 for jelly roll.
One of my local quilt shops shows things on YouTube on Wednesday at 9 a.m., like Central Standard Time. And it's called The Quilt Lady. And her fabrics now are like $14 a yard. All the new ones that she's, showing.
Lisa, I like going to your thing where you explain how to do the blocks. You explain it very well.
Yeah, she
Uh,
does.
Ramona, I'm going to make a 3-yard quilt with what I got from Rita.
Now, how big is a 3-yard quilt? Is it size for a bed or smaller?
More like a lap quilt,
It's
a large
like the
lap
size of a
quilt.
lap quilt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe a twin size, maybe?
No, not as big as a
Not
twin.
that big.
Okay.
But if you bought more fabric, it would you could make a twin or a
Yeah,
bigger one.
it just kind of depends.
Yeah.
But on the 3-yard, these 3-yard books, most of them in there have like for lap size or twin or queen. It'll tell you
Yeah.
how to
But
make it,
but
bigger.
they're really good for beginners though, I think. And if you
Mm-hmm.
and I like doing them if I could just get tired of doing something hard and want to work on something easy. So.
And I don't know if you've seen a picture of that one that I sent JL. That was a 3-yard quilt. I don't know if you've seen that picture of him. But I mean, it covered him, like from chest down to his ankles. So it's a generous lap size.
Mm-hmm.
Well, well, I don't know. I won't go get it. I've got one in there that's a 3-yard quilt. I won't go get it.
I want to say
You've been
something
working.
like
You've been working
maybe,
behind you back there.
like maybe 54 inches, something like that.
Oh, the full
Mm.
thing. Where I show you this one. It's 54
You
by
promote.
63. Sheila,
Uh-huh.
this one says 54 by 63.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Watching the tree then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one you just pull over yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called on there. You'll see it. They call it a lap size.
Yeah.
I made the Buckeye Beauty today. It turned out good.
I
Well,
like
let's see.
that fabric you used just made it so cute. I thought
Isn't it?
they just
Harold, you go in there
Well,
and
I
get it
hadn't
for me?
seen it.
I hadn't seen it
My
either.
he's gonna go get it.
Okay.
It's over there where I lay my patterns. I mean my blocks.
Okay.
Here with you.
Oh hush.
No.
it,
You being mean to me on Valentine's Day.
it was a simple blog, but the fabric she used just made it adorable.
Yeah.
Well, I have those bee fabrics to make my granddaughter a quilt. Because I have a panel to go with it.
With it.
And when I got the yellows, I thought, oh, that'll work good. So I cut off 2 little squares.
Didn't.
Okay, make me big.
She's gonna be the bigger she is.
Oh, that's cute.
That is cute. I like
I
that.
I like the little bumblebees.
I did too. And that black and yellow just looks like they're buzzing
So
around.
it's just
Uh
It
huh.
does, doesn't it?
2 half squares.
Yeah, that's
2
cute.
4-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was easy.
That's
It
cute.
really was.
Yeah.
But anyway, I bought a panel for
Sorry.
her, and it says, "You are my sunshine." And I sang that song to her when she was little, a baby, when I rocked her. And
Mm-hmm.
so when I sing the panel, I I got the fabric, the panel, and then I went to Hobby Lobby, and I seen these fabrics there, the bee and the black and all that. So I bought a yard and a half of each one. So I hope that's gonna be enough,
Mhm.
especially after I took a couple of squares out of the corners.
You'll probably it'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it big enough for her bed. She just has a double bed, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we'll see how big I make it when I start on it.
That's a pretty block, though. The material just makes it pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. I'm glad I decided to go with that black.
There you are. We couldn't see you at first.
Happy Valentine's Day, ladies.
Oh, happy
Hello.
Same to
Happy
you.
Valentine's.
Hello.
Hi, you ladies.
I got the fever again.
Carrie, I saw your blog. How I love it.
Valentine's.
I'm learning.
No, you're definitely learning, girl.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we barely can hear you.
I know I'm old. Sorry about that. But Carrie's doing a great job. How exciting.
I can't wait till Texas Angels get back on and she gets to see all this.
Mhm.
Oh,
And Lisa's going to start sashing hers. I think I'm fixing to do that too.
Yes, Lisa, I did it
Mhm.
again. That's
I'm
what
gonna start on the other one tomorrow. What is it? Gretchen's Classic.
Yeah, I am,
I'm
but
gonna
it's
start on that
a pain
tomorrow.
because I can only look on my phone or iPad, and it only stays on so long, and then I got to make it come back on, and
I
it just
oh,
know that's
it,
aggravating.
it just won't print. It's the first time I've had one that I can't print.
Huh.
Well, I at first it wouldn't print hours, and I went on there and looked again, and I found another spot, and I sent that to him in the email, and he got it to print.
Okay.
I don't I don't remember what the other spot
Well,
was,
there
but
was
it was
another thing
another.
on there that it would print, but then it was going to cost me like $3. I'm like, no, it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, he said that it was gonna cost him, and I said, no, it's supposed to be free.
Yeah, so I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. It cost me $3.
Yeah. But he finally got it printed. I didn't get to have the color on it because we're out of color ink.
Yeah,
But just as
I
long
may
as I
try
had the
again, see what
instructions.
I can do, but I've done it I don't know how many times.
Oh my goodness, Lisa.
Bye, Joanna.
Good night.
Bye, Joanna.
Hi, Joanna.
Bye.
Sandra, you home yet? Cut the computer on when you come through the door.
Don't
She's
rush
gonna
her.
say,
She
quit
needs to
bugging me.
drive.
I'm trying to drive.
Yeah, that's right. Let her drive. Be careful so she can get here in a little while.
Yeah, don't hit the pole.
Yeah, we don't want you texting and driving.
Not on Valentine's Day. No
Mhm.
accidents.
The other block, though, looks like it's going to be a little complicated.
Hmm.
What
Which
Gretchen
one?
Classic?
That Gretchen block,
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm going to try it. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I'm going to try it.
you'll get it.
But this one here, it was easy.
Yeah, it was pretty basic. That one is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody's in the basement.
Who's
Look
in
you there.
there?
Who is it?
You gonna guess? Y'all get
Sandra.
Sandra. There
Aha.
she is.
Francis must have.
made them guess, and they guessed right, so I could put you up there.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
guys
I told her to
gotta
cut the
guess.
computer on as soon as she walked through the door.
Hello, Sandra.
Hi. Well, I planned enough time to go to the little girl's room, let the dog out, and all that stuff first.
Yeah. You were missed today on Kathy's live.
Was I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Read that now for whoever's going to do the Gretchen.
I'm gonna try it tomorrow.
Okay, and on the
Lisa wrote
Gretchen
a little
border.
hint on it.
Yeah, I've been
Don't
doing a
stretch the
scan on
fabric,
all
yeah.
mine.
I
Yeah.
tried a different block today, Sandra.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did it work?
Randy. She did good. I'll have to make her big one more time.
She likes doing that.
That's
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
got a fancy
And
pattern,
she's
everything.
bought
Makes her
like
feel
2
important.
patterns.
Look, there you go.
Way to go. And
You're-
does that block have a name besides a 9 patch? Okay. You're copying the name. Then came June. Okay.
Yep.
But patterns are expensive in Canada.
Why did that one cost over $10?
Yep.
It's like 17,
99.
like
We're-
$17.
we're scolding her for spending so much money on pattern and fabric. So
Get those free patterns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get on those links to those free patterns.
Yep.
Does your printer work, Carrie?
This the computer is still locked.
Okay. Do you have a library that you can go to?
Yeah.
A library will let you print so many pages for free usually. And even if they charged you 10 cents a page, it'd be cheaper than that.
in that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Carrie, Randy's teasing you. He said it was upside down.
Ah, man, I was born upside down.
I didn't read it upside down, so he's full of baloney.
He likes to tease Carrie.
Yeah. See, Randy, my dad told me when I was a little girl, he found me in a cabbage patch.
Well, at least you was found in the cabbage patch. I was what the bird left on the fence post.
Uh-oh.
And when my brother got married, he goes, if you find your father,
Oh,
bill him, not bill me.
Uh,
Lisa
Carrie?
wants to know what's
Yeah.
locked on your computer, Carrie. What is locked?
I can't print on this computer.
The
at all.
printer.
Oh, some
It's
of
her
those
printer,
printers
Lisa.
some of those printers are stubborn. I can't hook my printer up to anything.
I'll push print,
Really?
print, it won't print, and then all of a sudden it'll print the same thing 4 times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody sent me a Valentine's present.
Oh, you got
Aw.
what you
Yeah.
get?
I got 40 men. I got 40 big hunks.
Okay.
Oh,
I think it was Laura. She said she was sending me something. It would be in the mail today. And the only thing I
Aw.
got in the mail was what I ordered in that one thing.
big time.
So she sent me 40 men, big hunks. There's
Okay.
a little, but it'll be fun tomorrow to talk to her.
Well, I showed a little flower arrangement that my daughter sent me that I was totally surprised.
And then I'm sure the other thing on my counter is from Melinda. It's a tray that I need perfectly for sitting in here, and then it has 4 bags of candy.
Oh.
They always buy me candy
Yeah.
because I get in here and I don't eat.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be cutting out tomorrow's block. Is it working yet?
How
Mm.
did your eye appointment go?
My pressure on my eyes are holding 14, which is good.
Is it?
And the vision in my left eye hasn't decreased anymore. But he goes, it only takes one eye to drive anyway. So, but I'm just straight lining everything. There's
Yeah.
no going up. There's no going down. Just staying steady. So that's good.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you got a good report.
But in 3 months, I gotta go back, and I have to have my eyes dilated, and because I live so far out, he won't let me drive home.
Yeah, she did that. Kathy, you
I
did
did.
that.
I did. I kept
Oh.
hearing static,
We
and I
lost
looked
somebody
up,
else
and I
now.
had 2 stream yards up there, and I clicked
Huh?
on one, and it took me off.
Now we lost Marie.
I doubt it.
Yeah, now we
Huh.
lost Marie.
And Darlene, that email was just about Kathy's mishap with the post office, and somebody didn't get a block because she got it back.
Hmm.
We just gotta wait and see. Because I wanted to heads up everybody. That's all that email is. But I printed that pattern out, but where'd I put it? That's pretty bad, right? Oh, that's because I thought I had a blank page. This is how it printed the first page.
Huh?
Delaware quilts, block of the month. That's it.
Huh.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm doing, what is it even called? Jack in the Box.
Oh.
Jack in the Box.
But yeah, it's called, see, find a picture of it. There.
Let me make it
It
big.
looks cute.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
looks like one of those merry-go-rounds that the kids used to ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think it looks like a Jack in the Box. I think
It's
it looks
called
like,
the Merry Mixer, wasn't it, or something like that?
yeah. But I remember going on that, and we'd all bounce up and down different sides.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it printed a whole page with just their title on it. I go, thanks.
Yeah.
Waste paper.
63 are watching, it said. Well, I went and,
My thumb up is up now.
yeah, I did that before I came on StreamYard.
Me too.
Yep, me too.
So I wouldn't forget.
Well, when I come off interstate and I had to stop at a stop sign, that's when I turned on this and wrote you guys real fast.
Yeah.
Because I seen my screen light up and I go, what's it? And then it's like, oh, Rita's coming on or is on.
Yeah.
I only see 35 on.
There's 43 thumbs up now that somebody said that.
Okay, that's a little better than 34, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hello, Wayne Custom Screen Printing. He gave me a thumbs up and shared me out.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm up to 45 now.
Usually by the time anybody sees that, we went off. So
Yeah.
Miss Slim Twiggy.
well, hello, Miss Slim Twiggy.
Hello. And happy Valentine's Day to everybody also.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same to you.
Yeah.
I had lunch with the little Valentines.
Yeah.
My grandson says, Grandma, go find a 50-some-year-old guy and have fun. That's out of my 24-year-old grandson.
Oh my goodness.
I
You
said,
should have said, why does he have to be 50 some? Why can't he be 20 or 30?
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny that he even gave me an age bracket.
I know, right?
But it's just one of those things. So I bought we had Happy Meals with chicken nuggets with the little ones at lunchtime. And then we had tacos and stuff from Taco Bell for dinner with the big ones.
I had I had leftover chicken Alfredo, but it was good.
I didn't take the leftovers from last night.
Oh, good night, Lisa.
Night, Lisa.
Good night, Lisa.
Yeah, she has to work tomorrow.
I hope I sleep tonight. Last night, I knew my alarm was going off this morning. I couldn't sleep. I hate that.
I haven't slept good last 2 days.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to sleep well until we find out that last verdict, which is way next week still.
Yeah.
We got 2 choices. Bad and badder.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Yeah. You
What
sit
what are
and
you
wait.
what are you I must have missed that one. I must have not been here when she was talking about whatever that is.
Oh, my daughter,
Oh,
Ronnie. It's like it's cancer, but there's 2
uh-huh.
choices.
Yeah. I'm
Do they know
sorry to hear
what? Do they
that.
know what kind it is yet?
No, it's tossing between 2.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like she's taking it really good.
Well, good.
And
I mean,
I
there's
mean,
some that they, you have good success, and there's others that are kind of a death wish.
yeah.
Kind of depends.
Well,
And
today
also,
John's
what
sister
stage
called.
it is means a lot.
Mhm. She called and told John she had went to the doctor and all, and she's got, her double lung cancer. One of her lungs are collapsed, and she's filling up with fluid. They found a spot on her pancreas, and her hip's hurting real bad, and they don't know yet what that is.
Now, who is
And
this, Sandra?
What?
huh?
Who is this? I mean, who is this, Francis?
John's sister.
John's sister. Okay.
And she asked him point blank, well, how much time do I have? He
Yeah.
says, well, I really can't answer that, but you have a week to a month. No, a day. How was it? Days, week, and and months.
Yeah.
He can't really answer it, but anyway, there's nothing
Yeah.
else they can do for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's a year older than I am by a month.
Yeah.
No, with cancer, you get what you get.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like I have the son that survived cancer, the husband survived the bladder cancer, then pancreatic cancer took him. So
Yeah.
now it's the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
because they can't do anything when you have pancreatic cancer. There's no
no.
Especially
cure.
stage 4 and metastasized. Yes. It's
Mhm.
like it was everywhere. We told him to quit testing. We didn't want to know anymore.
Yeah.
It took out one of his lungs. It was in his liver. It was in this. It was
Yeah.
like just don't test no more, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
So
sense in it, once it metastasizes.
yeah.
Well, I had like stage 1 kidney cancer. They just found out just by mistake doing a scan. And people were surprised I kept working. I'm like, well, what can I do? I can't do anything about it until I do surgery and remove it. I
Yeah.
need to keep working and save up my time.
Yeah.
It was fine. And they just removed it, and I didn't have to do, any treatment, nothing.
If they would have did the blood test earlier, maybe, because they thought it was she's just going through the change of life
Yeah.
at first. And then it just kept getting a little bit worse.
Oh, somebody wants angel food with
Food
lemon cake.
lemon, angel food, lemon cake, pudding recipe. Yeah, Teresa wants that.
Huh?
Oh, I need to remind someone to post the angel food
Yeah,
list.
give me one.
Well, there's
You
nothing
know
to
what I
post.
want?
It's like lemon pie. Oh, that's what I forgot today. Because
Oh no.
my list is here right by my sewing machine. I got the town and I go, my list isn't with me.
I'll make you big and you describe how you do it then, okay? So
Oh,
we
it's
listen.
just,
You
yeah.
just you describe it because Teresa wants to know.
And that's Teresa. Okay, you just take lemon pie filling, a can of that, and an angel food cake mix, the one that's the one what they call 1, 2, 3 is what mine said. Easy. You just mix them together in a bowl, spray a 9 by 13 pan,
Uh-huh.
put grease that very well, put it in there, bake it for 35 minutes at, I'm getting the exact temperature. I saved the photo of the screenshot. Come on, picture. Get up here. 350 degrees for 35 minutes until nice and light brown edges. And it is good. And if it overcooks a little bit as it's cooking, just peel them off and eat them.
Okay, did you get that, Teresa?
That's all there is. It's
That's
just a very, and that just kept getting bigger as I was mixing it. It doesn't take much to mix it.
Mm-hmm.
By hand, I mixed it.
Well, usually an angel food cake you would do like in, say, a bundt pan
Yeah.
or this other tube kind of, pan.
And it would probably work out well in that, but the bars, it was so good.
Yeah.
And J. Mary wants to know if I give Heidi eggs. Terry feeds her some of his eggs at breakfast every morning. He'll throw little pieces to her. I don't. So she begged to him for part of his breakfast. So she does give some eggs.
Well, they're good for them.
Yeah. We used to give them to Petey. We would scramble him 3 or 4 eggs and give them to him to eat.
Yeah, they're good for them.
Out of the 6 things on this list that I left behind, I got half of them.
Oh, no.
Well, that's good. 50%. I mean,
But I
that's better
can't
than
have.
Yeah,
30.
we gotta
But I
go tomorrow to the grocery store.
So I can't have another lemon cake yet, and I can't have my potato soup because the D-ring binder I could live without for another week or 2 or 3 or 4. But I have 2 weeks before I have to have the lemon pie filling because I have a dinner, whatever the last. I was informed. I'm cooking dinner on Saturday, February 24th. And we're having chicken and dumplings and then the lemon cake on that day.
I'm
It's
baking chicken and dressing tomorrow for my granddaughter. Gonna
Yeah.
make some mashed potatoes and have green beans.
Yeah, so it's
That's her favorite meal.
We'll have green beans too because that was the only vegetable I bought because that seems to be one that everybody will go with.
Marla's dog is spoiled. It's an egg McMuffin.
Yeah. Mine always got just a little pinch of something when we traveled. But it was only when we traveled. Like tonight when I was going over to get tacos. He says, Gigi, I don't like tacos. I want a quesadilla. But I didn't have my glasses on and I was doing something. And I says, what number does this say? He says, it's 7, Gigi Ma. I said, okay. So I went over. And then there was something else. I says, what's that letter? And he tells me. I says, well, what comes with that letter? And he would tell me all sorts of things that started with that letter. And he's not even 4 yet, but he's sitting there telling me. He can tell you what some of the the family's favorite colors are.
Oh,
Any
That's
Marla,
good.
Marla, you need to put your order in.
or whine more. Whine like the puppy. But when it's like my favorite color is purple, he says purple starts with P. Purple.
Well, that's good. I think Rita went to go put her ice cream up.
I did. I'm not going to eat it all. I ate about half of it, but I'm not going to eat it all.
What flavor did you have?
I'm going
Mhm.
to. So
What flavor was you eating on?
toffee chocolate chip.
Oh,
It was good.
Marla's never up at 7 a.m.
I
Mm.
don't
Like,
know if
yeah,
I want any or not.
Last 2 mornings, got up at
No,
6.
I'm
I just
never
wake
up
up,
at
so I just get
7.
up.
Hello.
I'm not normally either.
hello,
No,
Nancy.
I don't get out of bed till 8:30.
In my quilting group that I run around with, there's Nancy Guess and Nancy Gus. We have two with very similar names.
Huh.
And there's Nancy. Guess who, Nancy?
Yes, sir, Nancy.
Yeah, and that's Nancy Guess. I like how
Okay.
she switched her name because
I
we
must
get
have
them
took 2 of them
confused.
pills because I can't really keep my eyes open.
And
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
And Marla don't go to bed till 3 or 4.
Oh, no, I don't stay up that late.
and then she gets her granddaughter after school, and days that she's sick or no school.
Yeah. I usually go sleep about between 11 and 11:30, somewhere in there.
There's Moraine. She's here now.
Hi, Maureen.
I'm Maureen.
Maureen made it. Hello, Maureen.
And there's Mary Webb.
I miss
Nancy.
I miss not being on Kathy's, but it's like life does
Yeah.
other things.
Oh, Sandra, she got a block today deliver.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I checked my mail. I didn't get anything.
What says she got?
She got them mailed
She didn't
out.
receive it. She mailed it out. Mailed
Oh,
She
okay.
mailed it up.
mailed this morning.
And her hands were cold today too.
Oh, it's like my pickup was nice and warm. I have it set at 76. It was only 28 degrees when I left this morning, and it's
Oh.
34 when I come back home, and it's like, no.
We've been up in the 60s today.
Well, I'll trade.
So have we.
But I can hear the wind outside. It's gusting so much.
That wind is. Oh, thank you for missing me, Maureen.
Sometimes you hear it howling.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
that noise.
Yeah.
Oh, -5. It's getting colder.
Carrie,
Yeah.
you're going to have to get you a Fahrenheit thermometer like down here in the States, so we'll actually know what your temperature is. Somebody send her a different thermometer. So
Because we're all on Fahrenheit.
she makes us cold when she says minus. So
I know.
Yeah.
I just know their 0 is our 32. That's all I know.
all I can tell you.
Yeah, that's me.
Was bad in Oklahoma this afternoon. The wind. Yeah. That what
Yeah.
Diabolical's talking about?
But I can tell you, sometimes they have such like grass fires, but they have all these cedar trees that grow wild. And sometimes the fires go on for days
Really?
that they can't put out. Yeah, because of such high winds. Yeah.
That's worse than BC when they have their fires.
They just try to control it, and let it
Well,
burn
I
what
don't
it's
know.
going to do.
How does the land that burns last year burn again
I
the
don't think
next
I ever
year
had one
and
of
the
these.
next year and the next year? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
how does that work?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
But
know, because here it's usually a different one each year,
Yeah, you would
different
think all
area.
the underbrush should be burned up from the year before. So
yeah,
Yeah, you would
and
think that it wouldn't grow back, that
yeah,
much.
you wouldn't think it would grow enough.
mm-hmm.
And then the people just let the dead trees sit there when they got only so much time to get them harvested for
Mm-hmm.
good use.
Yeah.
You have a good night too, Wayne. Thanks for coming by.
Yep.
Night.
Have a
Not
good night.
What did he do?
Yeah, it's good.
You eating ice cream, Kathy?
No, Larry give me that for Valentine's.
Oh, that you're eating your piece of candy?
Uh-huh.
she having
It's
it's like a round chocolate.
and it was on a little bear.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mm-hmm. So I'm eating my candies. It had 2 little pieces in it.
Oh,
Diabolical's only rooster in here. You may be now.
yeah.
And we wouldn't have even known that if you hadn't have told us. But
Yeah.
Wait a
When
minute,
I
what about Randy? Randy's here.
he may not still be here. I don't know.
when I was getting ready to leave, I told the grandkids I was leaving, and Aspen was okay with it, and Coda was very upset.
Oh,
He wanted me to stay the night.
Oh,
It's nice to be wanted.
yeah, it is.
Yes,
yeah.
he ate it.
Yep.
Be interested in getting the mail tomorrow to see how many blocks you do have.
Yeah.
You receive.
Oh, I got that pattern down to get my fabric, but it didn't do any good. I just set it back up.
Yeah.
Does that work?
I love getting packages in the mail that I know it's going to be fabric or something sewing related just by the type of
Mm-hmm.
bag it is.
Yeah.
I love getting it.
And
Well, my,
Sandra, are you fixing to sew tonight since you've not sewed all day? Are you having withdrawals from sewing? So
no. I was up. I probably slept 2 hours last night,
Oh my goodness, that's
Huh?
not enough.
and then I had all that driving to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, what J. Mary said, you better toe the line.
Melinda said she got material today.
But I just wish the postage and the post office could get there together. Because it's like today on Kathy, I says, you got to show them what we're talking about. And I mean, to have the labels, where's the other address label at? On whose mail? Who's going to get some mail that isn't from Kathy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to, like Kathy did. She opened it up, but she didn't realize it wasn't her mail. And then she goes, well, it's the same label. It's,
Hmm.
and
Well, I have just gone to pirate ship completely,
yeah,
and I just print it, and I use this real good clear tape. I guess you call it strapping tape or something. Like if you're going to move, you use it on boxes, and I
yeah,
put it all around the label
yeah.
real
Yeah.
But
good,
see,
so it cannot come off.
but see,
Yeah.
mine
Yeah.
come through the mail just fine. Nothing moved. Nothing's even lifting.
Yeah.
And then the next one's got a label here and one here.
Hmm.
And then the whole one on the other thing all together. It's
Yeah.
like, it doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
Who knows what they were doing or who was doing it?
And yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That is very true, J. Mary. They don't have to get their act together because we have no other choice.
That's true. Yeah.
Even
Well,
using
I know so many people that are not using the post office. They're going to all these different companies and just
but
using
that
them now.
but that company is using the post office to
Yeah.
transport them.
Yeah.
So it's still
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to be for the transport part. You don't have any other.
so if you use a label, saying put one piece of tape across the label, especially like Rita now that she's mailing more stuff out.
Uh huh.
Make sure that that is taped down at least once.
I use a lot of tape. You
Oh,
can.
I tape all four sides of mine because
And
it's
Yeah.
got that barcode on the bottom. It's a pretty wide label when it
yeah,
prints, and I tape all four sides.
and well, it's like Maureen mailed me a package once, and the box she sent it in got destroyed somewhere,
Yeah.
and they put it in a plastic bag in another box that said, "Sorry, the original package was destroyed." But
Yeah.
they took and cut all the information off of the one before, the address label and whatnot, and then they taped it over top of this other box. So
Okay.
it's like, because I couldn't figure out why is there so much tape on this box. And
Mm-hmm.
then I got to reading the package. It said this package was damaged, and they
And
had
Yeah.
actually
yeah,
split.
I'm surprised they actually did that, though. I mean, kind, aren't you? I
Yeah,
mean,
but it must have been really wet. It
okay.
must
Well,
have
my
been.
post office clerk, it's always the same clerk that works the front desk. It's
Yeah.
only like one person. And she'll tell me, she says, "Oh, well, I can't run that through the machine. It'll destroy it. We need to do," she says, "something else. And she puts it in a different place. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah.
know."
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this was a one of their priority boxes that's what Maureen always uses.
Yeah.
And that was destroyed someplace along the line, and but the stuff they put in was still a little bit wet,
Hmm.
and it's so I had to take it out and get it drying.
I
Hmm.
have one little post office in my town, and that's it. And they close every day from 12:30 to 1:30 for lunch.
Oh,
Hmm.
ours has
And they lock the door, and then there's this other window, and it says, "If this window is closed, under no circumstances can we open it."
oh, okay.
So,
Uh,
Yeah, I we have two
well,
that work in our post
Marla, there's
office.
only 7,000 people in my town.
Yeah, I have less than 2,000, and I have one post office with two that work in the post office, and then there's three deliverers for the local mail.
They keep moving the mailbox post office around here.
The in a little town not far from us, they had to close the post office because it ended up with whatever that mold is. They had to close it down, and they couldn't afford to build one. So it's now got that, we call it the
Black
aluminum.
mold.
Yeah, the black mold. We got the aluminum mailbox now. It's a big mailbox down there in the middle of town. And yeah, if
Well,
you
they
get a
changed that.
package, there's a
You know,
key that
like
you
the
open
post
some
office
bigger
down
boxes.
there, but you had that thing come out where you put stuff in, where it's hung out so far on a big box that you go out.
Yeah, yeah.
They taken that big slant off and just put four of them. You can't even use it anymore. I
Mm.
guess I think that hit so much. With having
Yeah.
somebody to read stuff.
J. Mary's postman gives her dogs all treats when he walks by the fence. I told him if my dog ever got a hold of him, she would lick him to death.
But my daughter Melinda is now afraid of dogs from being a postal carrier.
Hmm.
She got bit too many times.
Huh.
Yeah.
My dad got chased by a pit bull, and right up on top of somebody's car. My dad was sitting on the roof. of some of these cars.
I don't blame him.
Because he
I
said
don't like pit bulls.
the pit bull jumped the fence.
Uh-huh.
My grandson has pit bull terrier mixes, and they're just the most lovable.
Yeah,
But
I've heard pit bulls are lovable.
yeah, and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law used to have a pit bull that you'd never. It was a full pit bull, and it was the most lovable.
Mm-hmm.
My dad goes, thank God this car where he was sitting on didn't have alarm on it.
Yeah, why don't two of them go to eat lunch and two of them stay? That'd make too much sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, ours overlap each other. One guy, he doesn't like the other guy, so he only works a half day.
Sheila, you're muted. Are you talking to us or somebody else?
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, well, we missed you saying. I don't know how you got muted, but
I don't either. Maybe my finger did something because I'm having to hold my little phone. I'm letting my iPad charge up. Think I'm gonna go to it pretty soon because I'm getting tired of holding this phone. I have a holder, but when I do, it kind of drops down in it, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I have my tablet on one side and the laptop on this one.
yeah.
I just have to buy an envelope and a stamp, and we have a mailbox in my apartment building. I just have to stick it in there, and the postman will mail it for me.
Yeah.
That's true. You can make a poodle mean.
Yeah.
yeah, them little dogs, they're just as ill as they can be sometimes.
I have two of them. I have to keep people away from because they are two. One of them is overprotective of me.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a poodle, but it looks like a schnauzer.
Hmm.
That'd be one weird looking dog.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Well, there's Wilkes County boy.
We have another rooster in the hen
Another
house.
rooster.
Yep, we got another
hello,
rooster.
Will.
Hey.
They are. They're ankle biters, aren't they, Donna Armstrong?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they are.
I'm not waking her up. She's so peaceful.
Is she?
Let her sleep, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They may be ankle biters, but they don't do a whole lot of damage. It's like if it was a pit bull that was biting, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
That little terrier thing that was Gunner that's gonna be here every
Mm-mm.
weekend for a while.
No, I'm not.
He bit Austin.
Mm.
And it's a little terrier.
Just about to be though.
He did not like Austin or the other guy, the kid come in the house. Everybody else they have had no problem with.
Hmm.
One was done with blue, so this one's got to be done with yellows. Trying to pick my fabric.
Yeah, Chihuahuas just, to me, they just bark constantly, you know.
Mm-hmm. I
Good
like
night,
chihuahuas though.
Slim Twiggy.
No, this super's got what's
Good
that?
night, Slim Twiggy.
A nice Slim Twiggy. Of course, I'm going to change the pattern a little on their color placements.
Oh, the Jack in the Box.
Yeah. Well, that thing in the middle, I'm going to make those two things here a different color. So the main part will be one color, and this here, the red,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make those 4 pieces a different colors, just so it has a little different look.
Okay.
Because it's like got to add some pizzazz to our blocks every now and then.
Yeah.
We can't have everybody's look alike.
No.
Nope.
That's true.
Janice is afraid of dogs too, especially big dogs. I was bitten by a dog several years ago.
Oh, I'm surprised mine hasn't busted through a door
Yeah.
because she is outside.
But not bust through to bite people though.
No, I don't know if she'd ever bite anybody. I really don't.
Sandra, there's a question from Darlene.
Oh, the class tomorrow starts at 10:30, about our time, my time, and my time right now is 6:46. I'm trying to remember where Darlene lives.
Y'all usually come on about 12:30 my time. Is that when you come on? Is that when you started pretty much? Is that what you're saying?
About 30 minutes of whatever, and then we because we give people time. Oh, did I kick myself off? Nope.
No.
No, you're on.
I hit a button and I lost everything. But I usually show the pattern, give people time to say yes or no for that, and then I put the camera down where they can watch me. So if they can't hear what I say, maybe they can see. But I always try to have it all cut out ready, sitting on the board, just as this pattern says.
Okay, Candy's saying 1 p.m.
Okay. Because I always have to try to remember who's in what time zone. That's the hard part.
Wonder where Mona is.
I don't know.
I haven't seen her any. I got an email from her. She's going to have a Zoom.
Yeah, I got the message like that too.
Yeah, I saved it.
Yeah, I did
I
too.
can do that.
And Donna Armstrong had to put up her miniature poodles from the propane delivery guy.
Oh, really?
That's funny though.
Uh-huh.
She was laughing because they were miniature poodles.
And the name of that block was Jack in the Box, wasn't it?
Yes, Jack in the Box. It's a restaurant I don't go eat at over here. But I will make the block.
I like tacos from Jack in the Box here, but that's the only thing I've had from there.
Is that real barking? What's she barking about?
I dropped my shoe.
Oh, Carrie's over there shaking her foot and her shoe falls off.
Oh, shoe? Okay.
You startled her while she was sleeping.
Yeah.
No, it's okay, Mommy. Mommy's right here. Mommy's scared you. I'm sorry.
No, she's not sorry. Don't believe her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Happy Valentine's Day, baby.
Still don't believe her.
I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Have added. I haven't noticed that name before.
No, I haven't either.
Well, he knows Wilkes because he says, "Hey, I made it."
Yeah, from his side.
Yeah.
Hello, have at it.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Shady Susan's new puppy that she got.
Yeah, the 1-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What kind of dog did she get?
A poodle?
Yeah.
Good night, Candy.
Good night, Candy.
Make
Make
candy.
candy.
It's too warm here to have a fire going.
I've got one going. It cools down after the sun goes down sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
Nice to meet you too. Where are you from? Have at it. We're from all over around here.
Darlene, it's a poodle.
I know you sent her because they said that you sent them.
Yeah.
And
She's outside
Georgia.
of Augusta, Georgia.
Okay, we have some from Georgia in here.
Yep.
Welcome to the hen party.
Yep.
Kathy, is that anywhere near you?
No, couple hours away.
Is it?
What?
Augusta. Yeah, we're just right below Atlanta. Atlanta's
Well, there's Mona, likes ice
Yeah.
cream.
Well, yeah, and there's Jackie. They're both, like Jackie said, late for the shenanigans.
Hey, Jackie.
yeah.
We've been waiting for y'all to get here to have shenanigans.
Yeah, they talked me off of the road.
I know they were telling you to hurry, and we would say, no, let her drive.
Hey, Mona.
Mona, I have something to show you.
You're gonna have to make her big again.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready, Mona?
Jackie says, hey, Carrie. Look at there. She's been sewing, got her a new pattern book, and she's been making that block.
Yep, not finished yet, but got.
She's only got 99 more to go.
That's all.
99.
I just had to throw a number out there, and that sounded like a big one. Are you got something else to show?
Nope, nothing. No, I got one more layer to do.
And have at it. Carrie's a new sewer, and she's pretty much having to teach herself.
I'll be right back. I gotta go let that dog in.
Okay.
Carrie, you been watching sewing YouTubes?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
that helps a lot.
and I also went on to a dog one, and they don't do what they leave so much, and you go right to the edge.
Hmm.
You don't leave no material left over in the back.
I'm surprised Mona's uncle is still up this late.
Carrie, I love that book.
Blasting the TV. All right.
Got one more. I got the hearts in the middle. The red with the corner is got a star, and the red attached to the star. And then I'm gonna put the blue with white. That's what that next block's gonna be.
And have at it says, no, I don't sew much. I used to make albums, but now I host bingo games and do a little polymer clay and resin. That sounds interesting.
She doesn't sew much.
Yeah. I play bingo with that person, but I haven't been playing bingo.
Oh, so you know have at it. You were acquainted with her already.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm another one.
We're just now meeting her. Hello, Katie Crafts.
Hi, Katie.
By the time the bingo starts at 6, can't think of the numbers. Oh yes, Carrie.
And I don't recognize Janice Miller.
I've seen Janice's name before.
Have you?
Yeah. Well, I see because it's like I go on another channel too.
The block. Thank you. I got one more block to go on it. It's gonna look like a non-American one, but it's it's got some American stuff on it.
I hear something crunching.
Oh, my daughter. I have Tootsie Rolls,
Oh,
cow tails, licorice, and biddle honeys.
Well, they don't want you to go hungry.
uh-uh.
Now, it's like they all sound good.
Oh my goodness.
And then the container to put them in.
Well, that bit of honey's been around a long time.
Now hide them there someplace so the kids won't find them. So
Or the dog.
I sound selfish sometimes, don't I?
Well, it's Coda and Aspen don't like candy
That's
Mm.
unusual.
because they haven't had any.
Mm.
Yeah, with my 40 big hunks in the other room. Yeah, I got lots of things.
Oh.
I was going to make sure before I did anything with it that this was for me, not my. Don't want to eat something that might
I
not
didn't see
belong
it.
to me.
So have at it. Your name's Norma. Am I reading that?
That's Norma. Yes.
That's Norma.
Yeah.
Norma Quesos.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the hen party, Norma.
Sorry, I haven't been playing bingo, Norma.
She's too busy sewing.
It's my thing. Somebody's going to have
Dog walking.
take her money away from her so she won't go shopping. Oh no, her name is Joe. All right.
So,
I think he's saying Norma K is the one that sews.
Oh, Norma
Oh,
Quesos.
Your name's Joe. Now that Norma will probably stick with me, and I'll probably call you Norma instead of Joe. Y'all ever do that? If you ever start calling somebody the wrong name?
All the
Yes.
time.
Maybe an 8-inch
it
and
happens
a
all the time
6-inch.
with me.
Sandra, there's your boyfriend. He's coming to your house now.
All my junk.
Hey, you leave her candy alone, Wilkes. That's hers.
Yeah. It's from my Valentine.
And see, Janice, she comes all the time. She do the blocks, but she doesn't chat. She's saying, good job, Carrie.
Yeah.
Do you have any potassium over there?
I'm trying.
My legs are cramping.
And I'm going to try to remember Joe and not call you Norma, though.
Where did Sheila go?
I bet some of her things died, probably. Don't she change it
Probably.
back and forth? So
I think she's changing
back
it here.
in.
I think her phone was dying and she's going
Yeah, Jackie says, poor Carrie. She used to have a life, but now she has a sewing machine. That's funny. Oh.
That's me. After breakfast, I go in my sewing room.
Yep.
And I'm in there till I have to come out and cook supper.
After when I take her out at 5 o'clock, I'm sewing. And then when I take her out again at 8:30, 9 o'clock, I go back sewing till it's time for me to take my next door neighbor's dogs out. And I'm right back at it after I drop the 2 dogs
I
off.
forgot to put them in there. I didn't put them in the dryer.
What's in there?
Colored clothes.
You do it in the morning, man.
Yeah.
Well, I could go, if I finish this, I could go saw them. It'd be a place.
How many times did you call Francis? Well, Francis is Francis. That's the same.
We'll get
Yeah,
them in
but the
morning. The only thing is
IS
that
is
blue
a
or black
man. ES
sparkly
is a
shirt
woman.
doesn't get
If you
right.
when you say it, it still says Francis.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But the IS is a man. Yeah. ES is the lady.
Sheila, you back yet? Look like she's fixing to pop up down there, but
If y'all ever hear that music for a few minutes, that's my clock.
Oh, you
Okay.
Can you hear it?
I don't hear it right now.
You don't hear it? Okay. So it's going off. It goes off every hour.
It's 9 o'clock, so it would be time for it to go off.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see me?
We see you. We hear
Yeah.
you.
I'm gonna get off for a few minutes. I'll come back on my iPad. I got a piece of furniture for sale, and I'm having to tell him the height and width and all that. So
okay.
All right,
I
just
got to deal with somebody. So
when
I'll
you
be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Some furniture. She didn't say what.
She's at Oklahoma City, so we're not gonna go by it. Might be
That'd
pretty.
be an awful long way to go.
That'd be a long way to go to pick it up, wouldn't it? She might
Yeah,
not
it
Well,
would.
you're
hold
not.
it for us that long. So
Yeah. Well, you're the closest one, I think,
yeah, but that's
to
still
her.
probably 4 or 5 hours though.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And Joe can't stay long because the jungle chickens get me up pretty early in the morning. The jungle chickens. Yeah, Mary Webb says jungle chickens with the question mark. Yeah, I kind of had a question mark there too.
Yep. There must be chickens.
Melinda's got to go get wax going. Get my wax. I'm doing some English paper piecing and my thread keeps tangling. Okay. I had to read all of that to see why she needed the wax.
That is aggravating.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
2 blue and gold macaws. Okay. So those exotic birds, isn't it?
Yeah, I love those things. They're so pretty.
So now we know why you called them jungle chickens.
Yeah.
Well, then I have a jungle pet in the other room too, but he's up all night.
There.
A cat?
She said they was mine, so I got to open them.
Okay. If spelling was not combined with English on my report card as a kid, there would have been a big fat F for the world to see. You can't spell, LOL. So.
I can't either.
No,
I
me
am not a
neither.
speller.
I got maybe about 4 F's on my page.
And those macaws, they get up early and they're loud. I bet they are.
But now I'm doubting if it's really for her mom for Valentine's Day, or she needs that sweatshirt on the counter needs to be fixed.
Bribing you with candy.
Yeah. So now it's like, what's it really for?
Carrier.
I
My
think
son-in-law would probably bribe me for chicken and dumplings.
So
Oh, Rita, what's your quilt behind you?
I put it back up there. Isn't that going to be pretty though?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I quit working on it for a while, but I'm going to go back to it. Uh-oh. Is Sheila back in the basement? Yeah.
She must have got another phone call.
That was fast.
Yeah, he wanted to know the height and the width, and he just said okay.
So
You
what
know,
are we going to be selling? Do we need to go buy it?
It's like it's kind of like a hutch type, but
Okay.
it's got a desk like drop leaf in front of it,
Ah,
and it's got that.
an old,
Secretary.
yeah, it's an old secretary
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you can hide your junk. Just flip up the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandra, Wilkes just wants one piece of Valentine candy.
Here's a piece of licorice. Oh, I ate it. Dang it.
And does Have at it have a channel? I guess she does, don't she? If you'll type hand, it'll drop your channel link, and you guys that have channels, put Hen in too, so you can get connected with each other if you want to.
I'm probably going to fix to get off of here.
Are you tired or
Yeah. Try to get a little bit of sleep.
Yeah.
Doctors again tomorrow for John, and doctors again Friday for John, and
Mm,
Oh my goodness.
we're just doctor poor.
sounds like it. Yeah.
It's not working, Rita.
Here lately we have been anyway.
Is it
So
not working?
I have to go next Tuesday just to have blood drawn. I have that done every 6 months.
all right, y'all. Love
All right.
y'all.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Again.
later night,
Good night.
Francis? And
You know,
Night.
to tell you the truth, I don't think I've seen Nightbot tonight. Nightbot's the one that does the drops and
I
links.
know. I hadn't
Yeah.
either.
So he may not be working. I haven't done anything different, but he's not in here tonight.
not because none of us have got that notification every time we turn.
And it's not dropping the channel link, so it's probably not working. So anyway, probably will be next time, but not this time.
Do you have it turned on or does it do it automatically?
I said it months ago and I haven't changed anything.
Oh, okay. Well, remember that one week I just couldn't hardly get on StreamYard because it was such a hot mess. And now it just works every time.
Well, Mona says you have to go agree to the new terms.
Oh, well, I don't think I will then. You can't drop your links, but at least you won't see him telling everybody hi.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Hi.
Let's take a vote. Which one do we do? So,
Hello. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
so if you want Nightbot, say Nightbot, and if you don't, say no Nightbot. So hi, Monabot. Oh, but people will miss not dropping their channel links though. So I'm kind of a dilemma right now. So. Can't have my cake and eat it too, can I?
Oh, we can try.
But we want to.
Mhm.
Mine says 63 on here.
Right.
I'm watching. Now it says
Ramona
68.
says she hadn't seen Nightbot.
No.
Oh, looky, that's funny. Nightbot that on the Valentine's Day. That's what he's busy tonight. So.
That's okay. We can do without him for one night.
Yep, we can.
You know.
Didn't even hardly miss him till right now.
Yeah, until Carrie says it's not working.
Uh-huh.
Mona says you can set the timer longer, so it takes it longer to answer.
Well, yeah, maybe Mona can, but Rita can't. Oh.
I'm gonna have to put these behind a padlock here before long.
Oh.
She's eating all her candy.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking to see where can I hide it.
Without the dogs to find it.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't put it where the dogs will find it either.
My sewing chair, you can lift it up, and some people put their snacks under there.
Oh, that's a good place.
I just have my manuals in there to my sewing machines.
Well, that's true. I'm not for or against, but the good thing about Nightbot is him moving the chat lets me know that the chat's still working. That's true.
Yeah. Very true.
Because that was kind of the point of it, because I think we get more credit. The more comments people make, the more credits the channel gets.
Yeah.
But when we don't notice it for over an hour and a half, that's bad.
That's bad. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, Mona had told me that she fixed her older chair and was using it instead of that one she kept falling out of.
Oh.
Her Goodwill chair.
Uh,
Now I still have my Goodwill chair. It is 27 years old.
Wow.
And it's still the most comfortable chair, but the ugliest upholstery. But it's set in plastic, so I can't change the cover. So it just has a blanket over it constantly.
Yeah.
But it is the most comfortable chair, but it just takes up too much space.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be in here, I'd be tilt back because it supports the head and everything. I'd be sleeping.
yes, just enough thread and wheels to keep it from moving fast.
I noticed mine's getting thread and all in the wheels.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll look down at mine and see if there's any and I'll pull it out.
Did
Yeah,
y'all
I
see
get
that story?
Larry to pull mine out.
Yes, yeah, I heard about that on the news. That's just
But I didn't hear the details. How many was?
I don't know. It just said
That's sad.
it said several, but I didn't really get how many.
That is very sad. People
But
out
yeah,
celebrating, and then
I know.
some idiot.
I
And I
think
mean
that
idiot.
happened a couple of years ago too, didn't it? At some kind of parade somewhere. Killed
Probably.
a bunch of people.
We
Well, it
had
happened one time in Las Vegas at some kind of big like musical concert thing.
Oh my!
Yeah,
One
I
day.
remember that, but this
Yep.
was a parade.
Oh, it said one dead, 22 injured.
Mm.
get your dog food, being you're packing your dish to me.
That's a lot.
we had one at the college in Montreal, in Ottawa or Oshawa, like out in like in Quebec. They had a shooter there and shot all the women in a classroom.
Mm.
But we had maybe once a while as a shooting.
Was it children? One day,
Children.
all
All
children.
children will be okay. It says all chicken.
Yeah, I know, but was it all children that were shot? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, if they're going to a kids hospital, they
Yeah.
have to be 18 or
Or
younger.
younger. Yep.
Because if they're over 18, then they go to adult
We
hospital.
was aiming at the little kids.
Yeah. That's such a shame.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
A woman crashed car into emergency room. I've not heard that one either.
Now, one time we were at Oklahoma State University, which we just say OSU, and it was their homecoming. And this woman just took her car and went right through the parade and injured some people. And just after it happened, we didn't see it happen, but after it happened, her car was all, mangled up, and we were walking right next to it. And of course, here comes the news reporters. And so people were calling me and saying, I seen you on the news.
Oh, you were pretty close to it then.
But it had just happened. But we didn't know. We just thought two cars, wrecked, but it happened during the homecoming parade. Yeah, and she ended up she had psychological problems, and she's in a mental state hospital, and she'll be like in prison for life. So by that, probably some people died.
Yeah. J. Mary got thread that was made in 1997. She bought it in a thrift store in Kentucky.
Sometimes it's still good. You just have to try and break it.
Yeah. See how strong it is.
Mm-hmm.
I've been more votes for Nightbot, so all I have to do, Mona, is go agree to the terms. Where do I even find that at?
Mona, you gotta come up and tell her.
box of thread that came in was only $1 and about 20 other spools I have already used. This one was a giant cone that would not fit my machine, and you said it was purple. It's when you first sign on. All right, I'll have to.
Get you one of those stands to put one of those big cones on.
Mm-hmm.
Like this big cone.
That's a big
Yeah,
cone.
Yeah.
that's an industrial
Yes,
thread,
this is
isn't it?
an industrial one that I was given.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness. That'll last
My
forever.
mama used to use that. She used to
Uh-oh,
sew
Mona's
in a
got a
sewing
grumpy
factory.
customer tonight.
You better take
Uncle.
care of him so before he gets grippy.
But this one is
Isn't it his bedtime?
it's spun poly.
It's what?
It's called spun poly.
Huh.
I'm going to use it on making the feed sack bags.
Okay.
Do you use fancy name brand thread, Sandra, or just a good simple?
Mine's from Connecting Threads, $3 a spool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I only do black, gray, silver, and white.
So you don't have to have the R fills and some of the fancy stuff. Then you can just use.
I get spoiled every once in a while. I was sent this Aurifil.
Well, that's a big spool too.
Yeah. I've never tried the Aurifil big spool. I've just used the regular size, but
And
I
then-
probably have every color there is.
And then my friend sent me the spool stand.
Yeah, because with a cone you need that stand.
Yeah. But I got to quit shoving my sewing machine back on the table because I keep shoving it on the floor.
Uh-oh.
I need to make me a new tabletop that's wider.
Mona says she gets hers at that WAWAK. Will walk. Is that how you say
Yeah.
it?
We'll walk.
She has one of those stands. Okay. Yeah, that I was talking about. I used to sit it on the floor and then just let it come up over the sewing machine.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I have a dog, I can't do that for a while. So she goes, I wanted to get you something, and because I had her quilt me a quilt. And so that's what she got me as a thank you. But I told her, you don't have to send me thank yous. But the only thing I can think of to use this on is those feed sack bags.
Huh.
I've made 60 so far, and I got about 60 more to go. I told no more feed bags because my son goes through sometimes 10 a week. I get them just with cute things on the front: the chickens, the horses, the pigs.
Good night, Wilkes.
Good night, Wilkes.
Well,
Good night, Will.
yeah, the rooster's got to get up first and make all the noise to wake the hens up.
Well, I did try some thread from Hobby Lobby one time. Guterman. I'll never use it again. There was so much lint on my sewing. I had to stop every 15 minutes or so and clean it out because it had so much lint.
And then the other one I like that they give me free is the Metler. But only if it's free. Because that's only got 547 yards on it for $7. And this here's got over 1,000.
Yeah. I just used Orfil. I'm a snob.
The thread snob, fabric snob. Sheila, you're just snobs.
I can't steal the
So be it.
job.
I'm teasing. Y'all don't be cackling too loud so he can slave.
And I forget what the other thread is that was sent to me from Sweden.
I haven't tried other threads. You know, I just haven't because I got plenty here.
I use the color when I applique because then I can change it on whatever
Yeah.
color matches what I'm doing. That's one thing I like about that. But that's the only. I gotta change my machine to black thread to fix this. She said it's a brand new sweatshirt and they didn't sew the seam. There's
I've
a
got a t-shirt that it needs just a couple of stitches where it's come loose.
yeah.
But I've got to change the thread, change the bobbin. So it's been laying in a chair in my bedroom for probably 6 weeks.
I have a long sleeve black t-shirt, and right here it has a big old long hole in it in the seam.
That's
Mm-hmm.
where.
I hadn't fixed it either for 2 years.
Well,
Yeah.
hand it to me. I'll fix it. I'm putting black thread on,
All right,
and that's
I'll
what I'm
have to go
fixing on
get
here is the sleeve.
It
I
won't take
still wear it
5
around
minutes to
here.
do it, but I just
I know.
It's
I
like
just hadn't done it.
I just don't want it sitting on my counter waiting forever, so I just get her done.
oh, it doesn't bother
Yeah,
me. It's in my bedroom
I got a pair of my
chair.
daughter's workout pants sitting right now on my love seat, already cut off, ready for me to hem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks they've been sitting there. That's one thing I don't like to do is hem.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't care to do it either.
And what would you, if
Mm-mm.
J. Mary's thread, what would you do with very thin thread that looks like silk? Spare some kind of special sewing?
It says 1 dead, 26 being treated, 18 with gunshot wounds, 9 kids with gunshot wounds.
Oh no.
No.
And where did that happen?
Kansas City, I believe,
Yeah,
at the
when they were having that.
I guess
parade for winning. Yeah.
I guess we shouldn't have rooted for that team
Uh,
Mm.
because it brought the party in, and now all the
yeah,
yahoos.
it can
I'm
happen
gonna look it
anywhere,
up.
Mhm.
You just never know.
It happened
Well,
here a couple times.
because the other team was what, California?
But it sounds like they had a gun, and I don't remember, AK something,
And not a semi-automatic or
AK
something.
yeah,
47.
that they could just shoot, a
And
lot of ammunition very quick.
well, it's like when they told everybody they had to turn in those automatic weapons. Not everybody's gonna turn them in. They spent money.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
I was sitting here one day last
Yeah,
summer.
I agree with Mona. It doesn't have anything to do with the team. It's the crowd, and they just choose to do that. Seems
Well,
like when there's lots of people.
and we might find out that that shooter was from California and he was upset because
Who
they
knows?
won.
Yeah.
It's like there are those kind of people out there.
It happened here twice when the um our
Yeah.
our
I hated that one happened in Texas at that elementary school.
yeah.
That one was awful.
Mhm. And the one in Sandy Hook, but several years ago too. Was
Yes, Sandy Hook. Yeah, that one too.
The only thing working with black, you have to have the light on.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Super Bowl victory parade, it said.
Yeah, it was some kind of celebration, from the Super
Yeah, it
Bowl.
said a victory parade.
Hmm. I wonder if the person who was doing the shooting got killed
I don't know.
or if he lived.
Well, it's
It
not
happened
nice
at
for
2
us.
today.
It's not nice if we say I hope he did, but it is.
That's how I
Well,
feel.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because what was it? Not Argos. What's the other team? It's a basketball team we have here, and the guy came shooting at people.
Yeah.
And then a couple years after that, we had some shooter came into the
Hmm.
Eaton Center downtown.
Well, when I go to Jaden's school to get her, I have to push this button and then I say who I am, what I want. Then they unlock the door. Then I have to go over here and it scans my picture. I have to put my driver's license in and it scans it. And then they'll do whatever I need. But I see the secretaries and they have a glass door and that's kept, only they can unlock it. So it's very tight security.
And that's a good thing. It may seem like a lot of trouble, but it makes you feel better
Yes,
about it.
it's come down to that,
Yeah,
which it's a pain to have to do all that, but it's for their keeping our kids safe
the
and
Catholic,
the workers there.
the Catholic school, just where I'm pointing is over that way.
Hmm.
You have to buzz to get
Yeah,
because of the shootings.
yeah.
I was just now over on Facebook reading about a story at the local school here, an inappropriate relationship between a student and a teacher.
It
Now,
is here all the time.
I don't know no
I
details.
here too.
We've got
Here
one in
too.
Oklahoma City. He was a principal elementary school, but on his own time, he was a cross dresser.
Ah. And
And he's resigned now.
I remember a few months ago when school started, I saw a story about an Oklahoma teacher that their first day on the job of that school year, she showed up drunk. You remember
Yeah, yeah,
that? I forget what town it was, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, it's one of the towns around here, not too far from here. But yeah, it
And she
happens
kept
here a
begging them,
lot.
please, please,
please
please,
don't.
don't
Yeah.
arrest me.
Uh-uh.
Okay, my shirt's fixed.
All
That
right.
was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was fast.
yeah. It's going to take me longer to turn it back right side out.
Yep.
Yep, no respect for human life. I agree with that.
Yep, that's true.
Like,
And even
that's
some
what
Walmarts have had that happen.
Our
Yeah,
Walmart
we had
had a bomb scare, so they had to run everybody out of Walmart and go check the bathrooms for a bomb. There wasn't one, and I only know about it because I saw it on Facebook from the
Yeah.
locals. But
At the hospital, we had several, throughout the years. We would have them.
night, Mona.
good night.
Oh, no.
Night, Mona. Hope you can sleep.
I was gonna
That
say, hope you get some
person.
rest tonight. Yeah, hope you
Oh.
get some rest.
I better not sit it on that pink fuzz. Trying to keep the black clean. Don't put it on pink fuzz.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Hmm.
That happens. That happens.
And I wrote down, have at it, Joe. So if I'm on here, I'll remember Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, have at it, Joe. Okay.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Yeah, usually if you write it down, you'll remember it.
Uh-huh. That's what they
Mhm.
say. But
Mhm.
but was that telling a 68-year-old that?
Down and forget where you put that note where you wrote it though.
Yep, that would be you.
Terry's all the time talking to me, and I guess I don't pay attention because sometimes I'll be listening to you guys and I won't hear what he says. I mean, like on Kathy's or something when I'm listening to some of them lives, I
Yeah.
think I pay more attention to you guys than I do what he's saying, and I miss it.
Say, well, they got more things in common.
And so y'all's over here talking, and he's talking in this ear, and crazy,
Rita
crazy.
just nod to him.
Well, my husband's the world's worst when I'm watching TV. And you know how when you're watching a movie or a show and you get to the last 10 or 15
Mhm.
minutes and it starts getting intense,
Yeah.
he starts talking.
Say shh.
I give him the eye. And
Oh,
he says,
the
oh,
evil eye.
yes, he gets it.
I was trying to watch the
Oh.
end of one show the other night because I couldn't sleep. I'd fall asleep in that last little bit of the show. I rewound it. I'd get up to just about, I'd fall asleep again. The
Oh
commercial
my
would put
gosh.
me to sleep.
Uh,
It took
Yeah.
me 4 tries to get the end of that show.
Mm.
And then it's like, oh, it was a hoarding show. I love watching hoarders. And I wanted to see how the house turned out at the end, and it didn't get cleaned after all that sleep I missed.
Yeah.
My
House
little
didn't get
neighbor,
cleaned.
my neighbor next door, she is a hoarder. She's a year older than me. She has so much stuff in her yard, it's unreal.
Huh.
Just
Yeah,
just
too.
in her house, and then she lives here just part-time. She lives in another house an hour away, and it's full too.
I really think that's like a psychological problem
It
because
is.
they
It's
can't
something.
detach from anything. You know.
Yeah.
Well, they say they
I'm,
blame it
I'm,
on
I'm
something.
cluttered and messy, but I don't think I'm a hoarder because when it gets bad enough, I can let it go.
Yeah, me too. Then I
Yeah.
start cleaning house. Well, I have a grandson that just got married, and so I asked him would they like to have my china dishes because I'm not going to be really using them anymore. And they said, "Oh, we would love to have them." So I'm in the process of boxing them all up for them.
Okay.
You see what J. Mary wrote? You heard him talking about a school board member here in
Yeah.
Arkansas that identifies as a cat.
Oh, we've had that here in Georgia.
Now,
And
if
a
I
school
do,
board member.
but I wouldn't vote for that one. I wouldn't. I'd purposely make sure I wouldn't vote against something like that.
Yeah. Well, we've had students where the principal has called the parents and said that he was upset because he didn't have a litter box.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh.
There's
Well, I'm trying not
People
to be a
are
hoarder
crazy.
of material. I'm sharing some of mine, so I'm trying not to be that person. You know.
I
I'm
think I am.
by a little bit at a time.
I'm trying to
Well, now
use
my
mine
neighbor,
up.
she has give me a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on scraps too. Use them.
but them hoarders, they're just nasty.
I
But
know,
when
and they
they,
Yes.
find dead animals in there and just this,
Oh,
but they just can't.
yeah, but they take
It's
their
like they.
wrapper like this and just
I
go
mean,
like
it
this.
makes them like
yes.
physically sick to have
Yes.
to throw any piece of paper or anything away or give anything away. I'm not that way. I mean, I can. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be going to a big garage sale that our historical society's having.
And
Mhm.
we're pack rats. We're not hoarders. We're pack rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We pack it here, pack it there, but we can
Yeah.
walk on our floor. We take our dogs out to go potty.
Yeah.
These people don't do any of that. That
I know
that
that's
one,
right.
that diabetic gal, she just took her syringe when she was done and threw it over her shoulder.
I know
Look
I
what Marla
seen
wrote.
one of them one time on
On top of
Hoarders.
all of her Diet Pepsi cans that she just threw over
Yes,
her shoulder.
I had to have watched that same one.
Yeah. It
And
was
then
sad.
her husband said something to her. She said she wasn't able to work, and he said, "Well, you're able to go to Walmart for hours at a time. Why
Yep.
can't you work?"
Yeah.
And then the daughter would go in. She'd brush the cockroaches off of the one burner of the stove and try to cook an egg.
Mm.
Mm,
And I said, "No, not me."
No, I
me
can't do
neither.
that. You
See,
know.
I got to where I started gagging, so I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
It was so
sometimes
bad.
it would. It was bad. The
Yeah.
toilet be full, and then
Yes. And see,
And
just
they'd put
talking about it makes me want to gag.
but the one guy, he'd put a grocery bag in there and use it, and then he would pick it up and let it drip, I guess, and then take it out to the garbage
Oh,
can.
nasty.
Yeah.
But it's like they said
So-
it's like camping. That isn't. I don't do that camping.
no. Now, someone had
Oh.
a good idea the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I think that's a good idea. She's like going through decluttering and cleaning out some stuff. She turned all her hangers a certain way. And she said by a year, if she hasn't turned it back,
Yeah.
and then when she'd wear it, she would flip it the other way. And those that haven't got flipped back, then that means that she doesn't need them. She's not wearing them, and
And
they're
those
going.
they go on a yard sale or donate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a bunch of dresses that I haven't worn in
yeah.
years
So
that I'm gonna get
I'm
rid
wanting
of.
to do that because I know there's clothes in there that I tend to wear certain ones over and over and over,
Yeah, me too.
and
Well,
those
I
other
have my
sit
church
there.
clothes, and then I have my everyday,
Yeah,
and then I have a few that's better that I wear like to the doctors or
yeah,
to the store or something. But whatever I wear around here has got little holes in it or stains.
Yeah, you don't want to go clean the house and have your good clothes on, or go get
no,
Yep, or cook
clothes.
bacon and it pop all over you.
Yeah, I don't like to cook with good clothes
no,
on. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm, me
But
no.
neither.
Like
we
when
could
I
make
come home
ourselves
from
an
church,
apron.
I say like I have my church clothes on. I'll go take them off and put everyday clothes on before I go
I
cook.
do too.
You know.
And the last time on Sunday when we didn't go this past Sunday, but Sunday before that, it was raining. I come in and I put my jammies on.
Yeah,
I wasn't going back
I've done
out.
that too. I've had days where I didn't get dressed. I just kept my pajamas on.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to get dressed every single day.
It
Even if
doesn't
I'm
bother
sick.
me. Nobody sees me. I'm here by
I
myself.
know.
You
Hey,
know,
June. Yeah.
it's
Me too.
okay.
I
If I'm
Especially
by
if
do.
it's real
myself
cold
and
and rainy and wintry out,
yeah,
and no sun, I can do that.
June, you
yep,
really
me too.
brought an excuse for
Does
being
not bother me.
Me neither. But now 9 times out of 10 I do get up and put clothes on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't do that very often. It's just every once in a while. It's not all
Yeah.
the time. I'm usually get dressed. One thing, I gotta be dressed to walk out to the mailbox,
Yeah.
Can't get
I've
out
walked down
there
there
that
in my
way.
jammies before.
Joanna went to the kitchen to cook tonight.
Make a homemade pound cake. That sounds good.
And it's what, 10:30 where she's at.
Oh my goodness.
she'll be ready for tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June put her friend to bed.
Marla, I'm with you.
Yeah, she has a friend that calls and has to talk every night.
Uh,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't have anybody that calls.
June, is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
About the only ones that call me is scammers and my kids. That's about
yeah.
it. Or a doctor appointment.
Yeah.
You know how they'll call you to remind you?
Well, I get them in the emails, the reminders.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that. Some of them do and some don't.
Huh.
Yeah. Jackie says she enjoyed your tour this
It,
afternoon, Rita.
it was short, and I'm still working on it, but it looks better than it did, don't it?
It's a work in progress,
Yeah.
and it will be for a while.
Mm-hmm. But I'm using what I've got to work with, and it's coming along. And, oh, that's right. Joanna's the one that said she has insomnia and can't sleep. And
Mm-hmm.
is that right?
Well,
Well, last couple of nights I've been sleeping all night, so it's gotten better.
I'm still waiting.
But if
Like
I don't sleep good at night, then the next day it kind of makes me tired for that day
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
I hadn't slept good last 2 nights, so I'm hoping I'll sleep tonight.
Yeah.
June. I heard today that I have a bad case of arthritis in my hip, so they want to put a shot in it.
Yeah, they mentioned that to me to come back and they could do that if physical therapy didn't help, but mine's gotten so much better after physical therapy that I don't need to go back.
That's good.
That is good.
But they
Yeah.
won't give you a cortisone shot in the joint.
Mm-hmm.
They're expensive shots.
But he said he could do that, and after that, the only thing would be a hip replacement. So,
It's $150 for that shot.
is it?
I don't know. My
I
insurance
have
is always paid.
excellent insurance. I don't have to pay
So
any
do I.
bills. I haven't so far.
Yeah, I have excellent insurance too.
So,
I'll have to watch your replay too, because I know I missed it.
Well, it was just really short. I come in the front door and just kind of showed them through the house a little bit.
and she kind of talked about some updates that she's going to be doing.
And Terry
Okay.
went and bought the lumber and the new toilet stool for my Valentine. Hey, it's sitting up there now. So,
do you think you found someone to do some projects for you?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I know someone responded.
And I got on Amazon and ordered some light fixtures, and I just got some LED, the long flat ones.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you can buy anything but LED now.
But
I don't like those LEDs.
Yeah, that's about all you can find anymore, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I wanted something bright, so I think they'll work.
But they're a lot more energy efficient too.
Yes.
They say, so
You can walk away and leave every light on in the house, and it's not going to run up the bill that much.
yeah. I notice a lot of people have them like right over their long arm. They had that, or they had this clamp on kind where they can bend it.
Yeah.
I was watching the Simple
You get ready
Quilter,
to
and she
bed.
talked about having that kind over her sewing part.
I have LED above my long
I
arm.
was.
I did do that, so I can put this one down.
Yeah, you will.
You said you probably wouldn't.
I know it. Yeah.
To make a living, what do you do? Is let them do their talk. If they're a real person, they're very nice. They say no. If it's a real person, I mess with them sometimes.
I'm getting them all the time about wanting to buy my house or
Us
my
too.
homeowner's insurance is coming up due, and I get all these different insurance companies giving me their quotes.
Oh yeah, I've been getting those calls too, Sheila.
Yeah.
And I go, sorry, I live in a group home program. They pay for mine.
They're like quick.
And then about the next day, they call me right back. I
Oh
go,
my
you
gosh.
just called me yesterday. Click.
It's probably a different person. I think they hand out everybody's numbers
Yeah.
to 100 different people.
Yeah.
So
I get them in the mail a lot for like hearing tests, and they'll have they have a picture of my house like during construction on the outside of the envelope.
2 or 3 years ago, when I got my long arm quilt machine, a part of it went out, and I called whoever you called and talked to them about it, and then they were going to call me back, but I didn't
Rest be right.
when they called me back. Terry did, and they said Sewing Machines Plus, and when he answered the phone and they said something about Sewing Machines Plus, he said, she's got enough sewing machines, she don't need any more. And I don't know.
Say, no, don't hang up. Don't hang up.
I did. Well, I wasn't even here. I had to call them back and set it all up again. So I was embarrassed. I told them what happened, and I think they'd made a note in their
Yeah.
No, dang, but I was embarrassed.
Not to call you back.
If you get a man, hang up.
Oh, she got enough phone.
Oh,
He thought he was just messing with the telemarketer, but he wasn't. So
that's funny.
That is funny. My husband would have did the same thing though.
Hmm.
How many can
If
you
I
go
went in
with?
there and if I went in there and told my husband I wanted to buy another one, he'd say, "Okay, let me get on the computer and see what kind
huh.
you want."
Wow.
Yeah,
I
I don't
wouldn't
need
do
any
that.
more. I'm still
If I
paying on
wanted to
one.
buy another sewing machine, you'd get on the computer and start hunting one.
Now he's not
Oh,
going to do
hush.
that.
Now he's saying,
But they
now
make
he's
it so
saying I got
easy,
too
so many
many in
years with
there.
no interest.
Okay.
You know, you can't beat that.
For at least, Ramona says, for at least 10 years, a guy would call once a week saying he was looking for donations for the place. I still get those calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do
I
too.
get them every once, but I hadn't in a long time.
Larry just got one a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
If
I
we're going to donate somewhere, we'll donate to some food bank or
That's
something.
Something that I want to,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
My mail today was, "Hi Sandra, at such and such an address. We would love to buy your house, and reasons why.
Yes.
Selling
Yeah.
to us would be a good
We
deal."
get
And
that all the time.
Yeah.
And I told my husband, I said, yeah, go ahead and sell it. $300,000.
Mm-hmm.
well, the guy when
We'll
he
sell
called
it.
it when he called at 7 in the morning, I just kept talking to him about different things. I says, "You'd have to hire someone to come in and pack my stuff, and I'm very picky at packing and all this stuff."
Mm-hmm.
And I says, if my quilt's not done, but it's almost done, you're going to have to wait till I get it done. 'Cause I'm not
Oh
going
my
to pack
gosh.
it up and lose it. But he kept right on talking to me and everything
Really?
else, trying to encourage me to sell my house to him. And it's like, I says, I got to, when my projects get done, I might think about it. Well, how many projects do you got? I says, about 50.
That's funny.
Yeah.
We just
He
went
rent.
on and
They
on and
wanted to
on.
refinance it.
We had a guy that told us, he said, would we take cash half of it and then us finance the rest? And Larry said, no, we got to have a place to go.
Yeah.
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 Thing about it, yes, you can make money on your
Right?
home, but then you got to turn around and buy
Somebody wanting to
something
buy the house.
else.
Mm-hmm.
Interest rate is like what, 7% or something up like that,
Yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, and to build a home now is a lot more expensive, even when I built mine like 6 years ago, because building materials has gone up so much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, our house is fixing to be 39 years old.
Isn't?
I
And
think we
then they
paid
can't even find
42,000 for it.
people to build it. They can't find laborers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem.
They're having a hard time keeping up the townhouses they're building here for them. So,
Yeah.
well,
I'm a year older than my house.
Okay.
Well, my other house that I had in the city, it was built in like 1950,
Yeah.
same year I was born. So it was pretty old.
If something happened to this house, I'd just have them put a tiny house in and I'd move my sunroom to the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if something happens to my husband, both of my daughters is saying I'm moving in with one of them, but not until I'm this to where I can't take care of myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay home by myself.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did. I by myself, but they said, same thing. If I can't afford something, my son says, I'll buy it just so you don't have to move in with me.
Well,
That's
when I
He goes, kidding, Mom, but no, He says, I'll buy
Well,
your groceries if that's what it takes.
after I had my hysterectomy, when my nerves started just going crazy and I was yelling at everybody and everything, and my daughter told me, said, Mama, if you ever can't afford your medicine, I will buy it for you.
Now, my son always told me, Mom, you don't have to worry. You'll never go in a nursing home.
That's what my oldest daughter says. And
Yeah.
I told my youngest daughter I can't live with her because she keeps her house on 65 and that's warm to her.
Yeah.
I'd freeze to death.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want my own independence.
Yeah.
Me
Everybody does.
too.
Well, even my mama will soon be 89. She still lives by herself. She don't want to go live with any of the kids, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long as I'm able to.
Like earlier today, I was talking to the granddaughter-in-law, and I says, when I start drinking coffee, you know I went senile. And she says, probably very true, Grandma. If you're not drinking coffee by now, you're not going to drink coffee.
Yeah.
But
You know, my father-in-law, he had Alzheimer's and he never ever would eat a hamburger. And they moved to Florida and lived down there when he was right before he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and right on the beach. So one summer, me and the girls went down there and spent a week with them, and she went and got McDonald's hamburgers. We come back and she had them on our plates and everything. And I looked at his plate and he had two hamburgers on his plate. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, when did he start eating a hamburger? And she just laughed at me. He didn't know what he was eating.
Yeah.
yeah, well, I don't like McDonald's hamburgers.
I'm not
No.
a big fan. I used
Only
to
thing I
like
like
them.
there is breakfast, and that's it.
Well, the
Hmm.
breakfast,
I don't like
Like
that either.
sausage and biscuit or egg McMuffin.
I
Those are
got
No.
this.
okay.
I got the sausage breakfast burrito or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It had so much. I'm not a big cheese fan, but it had so much cheese that it was sickening.
Huh.
It was
Mm-hmm.
like I was eating rolled up cheese.
I used to love eating fast food, but I don't eat it much anymore because I have a
Mm-hmm.
bad stomach. And just
Yeah.
like this morning, I cooked here and all I had was scrambled eggs and bacon. And do you know, at 3 o'clock, I still felt like my stomach was going to pop
Mm-hmm.
because it bloated me.
Ah.
And
Do you
I
Mm-hmm.
have
have
a?
a cocktail that the doctor prescribes for me, and
Yeah.
it's called a GI cocktail.
A
Yeah.
And when
green
I get
lizard.
like that, huh?
We call it a green lizard.
Yeah, I have to take that, and it numbs my throat and everything. And
Yeah.
then
Ah.
after a few minutes, I'll start belching and getting all that out. But
Do you
it's
Huh.
have?
horrible.
Do you have an
Um,
intolerance for dairy or something?
yeah, that too.
And see,
Yeah.
that McDonald's thing that I had was terrible for that. I gotta watch how much dairy product. But my granddaughter, she can't have dairy products while she's breastfeeding because Cade has he's having reactions to dairy.
Wow.
Oh my
And
goodness.
do you know top ramen soup has milk in it?
I didn't know
No.
that.
They're reading all the ingredient labels. Top ramen soup in the thing, it tells you milk is in that powder.
Is that those like you just add the water and it
Uh huh.
mix it up with a new? Have you ever read on that package how much salt intake
Yes.
is in there? It is
Yes, it has a lot.
horrible.
It,
Oh
Yep.
and
my gosh. I
when
don't
I
even
make
know.
that top ramen soup like that, after I put the sauce on and I cook it, I pour all the liquid off and just put a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
plain water in it.
Yeah. Now my granddaughter loves to eat them, but she can fix that herself without her mom there, in the microwave. She can't use the stove. She won't let her do that.
Now,
Yeah.
I have a question. What is compote? My daughter sent me this thing I have to do, and it's like, what is guava compote? COMPOTE. Yeah. I have
Mm.
no idea what that is. I'm going to have to look it up in the dictionary. I don't know what it is. I thought it was a dipping sauce or something.
Yeah.
Says compote, French for stewed fruit, is a dessert originated from medieval Europe,
Oh.
made of whole or pieces of fruit and sugar syrup.
Oh, that sounds not good for us.
Whole fruits are cooked in water with sugar and spices. The syrup may be seasoned with vanilla, lemon, or orange peel, cinnamon sticks, cloves, other spices, yada yada.
Yeah. Boy, that's quite the combination. And then
So
I learned,
sugar syrupy fruit.
Which we
and
have that. We just don't call it compote. So
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like a fruit salad.
yeah. Now I love a good fruit salad. I love to make one up and eat on it for several days.
And I found out today that if you have cancer, you need to avoid as much sugar as possible.
sugar feeds cancer. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
that's what it
Didn't
feeds
either.
on. I've always heard that.
Is it?
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
boy, I'm going to be feeding the cancer cells.
Isn't that the truth? Me too. I love sugar.
No, I know. You hear these things, but getting off sugar is hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to really cut down on sugar in a lot of things. I've been using Splenda, which may be just as bad, but it's not
Because
sugar,
it's,
you know.
well, that's like some of the sugar is made from the stems of the sugar.
And some of it is natural, like apples have like natural sugar in them, and grapes.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
some of you can't get away from, but some you can.
And some of
And
that.
I notice the more sugar I have, the more I crave wanting
Yep,
more.
that's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
bread and stuff like that will turn to sugar after you eat it, and it's in your
Yeah.
body.
but
Mm-hmm.
but,
Potatoes.
but my daughter is trying to do everything she can.
She needs to. Yeah.
That's it. She says, "Boy, I'm going to have a very boring diet."
I wonder how sugar substitute would do.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But this one doctor friend of hers, his wife was diagnosed with cancer, not going to make it through the year.
Mm-hmm.
She's on year 2, following
Yeah.
avoid sugars and some uh, natural something that she pills that she takes. So he told Ronnie to go buy these pills because it's working for his wife. He's a pain management doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He's if it works for his wife, it can't hurt to try.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So everything that she can find, she's getting it.
Yeah.
But
I like to just make a fruit salad and not really put any sweetener, just let it make its own juices
that's the
or
way.
Mm-hmm.
have it. And I like to cut up like pecans real fine and put in
Oh,
it.
Me too.
see, I can't. I'm the picky salad eater too. You cannot put cantaloupe and watermelon and strawberries together. They have to be separated.
I usually do like apples, bananas, grapes, real fine cut up pecans, things like that. maybe some pineapple in it.
You know,
Now I would eat all that, but I wouldn't want the bananas.
but you
Yeah.
know what?
Bananas turn black.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
put them at the very last.
You put the bananas
Mhm.
in the pineapple juice or the juice from the like the
Mhm.
fruit cocktail, and the
Else.
bananas
Yep.
don't turn brown. But you have
Huh.
to mix them separate and then let them drain off, and then put them in your
Mhm.
salad. And they
I'm
don't
not a
But
turn
I'd
big
brown.
love to
banana
eat a
girl.
good fruit salad.
Well, it's 10 o'clock, ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, 11
no,
Wow.
it's
o'clock here.
not. It's 8 o'clock for me.
It's 11 o'clock here.
Some of us are young and have a bedtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rita, you're young. That's right.
Oh,
Wait a minute. No, she's not the youngest.
No,
no,
but Rita is
No, it's
younger than.
Carrie and then Rita.
I know.
Yep.
I'm teasing. You guys know
He
that.
always has to bring that up.
Then I think it's Sandra, then me, and then Sheila.
Yeah, I'm 68 and holding.
We used to have
Yeah,
a
I'm
Furs
69.
cafeteria here, but they closed down several
Uh-huh.
years ago.
And
Birds
11. thing.
military pie.
Oh, I did some apple rings this summer, like with cucumbers, and it's got this sugary stuff and red hots in it. Kind of turns it red.
I'd eat
Now,
the
that's
red
a
hot
lot of sugar
items.
in those, but I
Yeah,
kind of save them for like special occasions.
just give me the red hots. That's all I'd eat in that.
You know,
Yeah.
it's been a long time since I've had any red hots. I need to. They sound good. You got red hots, Sandra?
No, I have cinnamon Mentos, which is just
Oh,
as good.
yes,
That,
it's good. Mhm.
that's good. I see. I have them because the cinnamon is good for my stomach ache.
Okay.
When I eat too much beef, it's like my stomach gets upset.
Yeah.
And if I take
Yeah,
some of
yeah,
those
Kathy
cinnamon,
was just talking about somebody last night taking the cinnamon and it helps their blood sugar. You said, Kathy, you remember
Yes.
telling me
Uh-huh. I'm going to Walmart tomorrow to buy groceries, so I put that on my list to buy me some.
And I had to look and look and look this summer to find a package of red hot cinnamon things. So I
that?
bought
Mhm.
2 packages just so I'd have
But,
one on hand because they were so hard. I had to go to like 4 grocery stores before I found them.
huh.
Mm.
the little boxes of cinnamon red hots used to come out at Valentine's Day, but I
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Well, these are the ones that they're real tiny, like little red dots.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
put them in there with the sugar and water and you kind of melt it. Then it turns the rings red.
Well, they'd never
Good
make
night, J.
anything.
Mary.
Good
Yeah.
night, Jane Mary.
Say
Rita's one of the younger ones needs to go to bed. So we
Yes.
better say good night.
we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same channel. So ain't that what they used to say on TV? Say,
Yes.
Hi,
Yeah.
Joe Boy. Good night.
Same time,
Good
same
night,
channel.
everybody.
good
I
night.
don't know if I'll be on tomorrow night or not. I have Jaden here, so I don't know.
Okay.
We'll
Well,
see.
I probably will. Linda Denton's been missing all our nightly chats, so I'll probably come on again tomorrow night because I think she's off work tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Night.
then I'm
Alrighty.
going to go one more time to her.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Night.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night,
night.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.